not fear, for you are one of us, and will perform this data miner kata to the best of your abilities.
Hello and welcome! It's Friday. That means everyone's happy because we have another Bringing the Thunder kata right here, right now, just for you. Unless, of course, you're not watching on Friday, which is also fine, But today I'm joined together with someone new. Yes. And we're going to be looking at something not new, but new. We'll get to that. But first, who are you and what do you do here at Skyline?
I'm Jordi.
Hello.
I work here as a software developer.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm gonna continue with another kata, continuing on what Joey showed last time.
Indeed, ChatOps.
Yes.
Right? ChatOps. So I think that was what we're continuing on, is a whole bunch of commands, operations, get sets, all of that stuff. But you can do it with Teams.
Yes.
Is that about right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna continue working on a previous session. So is that then the only prerequisite, or any other prerequisites we need to be aware of?
So it's a follow-up. So indeed, you need all the prerequisites from last time with Joey.
Mm-hmm.
But there also is another one. So there's another package in the catalog that you have to deploy with custom commands.
Another install package from the catalog. Custom command example, I see.
Yeah. So we have the examples. We added one to use in this kata.
And what we're looking at right now is probably the written tutorial.
Yes.
So for everyone following along, you can also grab the written tutorial at the same time. You'll find it under the usual locations under our docs. We'll post a link somewhere in the chat. Not somewhere on the screen, because marketing would not want to. Anyway, let's continue.
So last time with Joey, there was a correlation, an alarm that triggered a chat integration to send a message in Teams, in a private chat.
Yes.
So now we're going to continue on that, a little bit more advanced.
Okay.
As the message or notification, we're going to use an adaptive card.
Mm-hmm.
And in the adaptive cards, we're going to add custom buttons.
All right. So instead of just getting the message that there's an alarm, we're going to get the message, but in a nice card.
Yes.
With additional functionality.
With more information and custom buttons that trigger another custom command to do something on the data miner system related to that alarm or something. Whatever you want.
Sounds excellent. So shall we jump in?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the first thing that we have to do to get all of
So first you need to deploy this package from the catalog.
Okay.
And then you will see in the cube that you have a new folder in automation. And there are quite a few examples, but we're going to use the one to take ownership of an alarm.
Take ownership of an alarm. Okay.
Yes. And then that custom command will be triggered from a button in such an adaptive card.
Okay.
So the first thing that you have to do in that deployed custom command.
Okay. Going to the live data miner system now.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
So in the script, we provided a section where you have to fill in your IDs of your organization and DMS.
Right.
And I'm gonna show you how you can find these IDs. So if you just quickly go to the admin app.
Okay.
And you log in, you can browse to your organization at the right top, and then to your data miner system in the left menu, and the overview page.
Okay.
You can see the IDs in the URL.
Okay. So those are the IDs, the same ones that the admin app itself uses to go to the page. You can just copy from the URL there. Yeah.
So the first ID is the one for your organization, and the second one is the one of your DMS.
Right.
And you have to fill them in the script.
Okay, so just to uniquely identify, what agent are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the same has to happen for the other automation scripts that we're going to use from the chat integration examples.
Okay.
So that package should already be deployed from the kata with Joey. It's this one, send a channel notification asking to take ownership of an alarm.
Okay, send channel notification asking to take ownership of an alarm.
Yeah.
All right.
So here it's the same, you have to fill in those IDs.
Okay. Now, quick question if I can.
Yeah.
these scripts are already on that agent. So
Yes.
why am I filling in the IDs of the agent that it's already on there?
So we can know the IDs to what you're gonna deploy that package to.
Okay.
So we just put in an empty ID, and then on every system that you deploy them, you have to fill them in.
Right. Okay.
We don't have a way to automate it yet, but
Okay.
maybe in the future we can.
So technically that could be a completely different agent.
If you deploy the package to another agent, you have to fill in the other agents.
Okay, but you cannot do a cross-agent ID in there, like a different one than the one that you're running on.
But it's in fact the DMS, so not
All right.
the
Okay.
agent itself.
Okay. Great. So we fill in the IDs there. What's
Yeah.
the next step?
So the next step, we're gonna go back to the tutorial. So yeah, verified it's installed.
Mm-hmm.
The URL, that's all that we just have shown.
Indeed.
And then previously with Joey, he sent a private chat notification
Yes.
to himself when an alarm triggered.
Right. He did a correlation rule, if
Yeah.
I remember right, on an alarm, and then it would send.
To switch that up, we changed it now to send a message in a channel.
Right. Not a private one, but a channel that
Yeah,
a team is.
but in fact, it's basically the same like.
Ah,
private.
okay.
So the only difference is that it's in a channel.
Okay.
And of course, you need to own a team and a channel.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have one, you can create one.
Okay.
And then I have put in the tutorial to quickly test that out
Okay.
by sending a message. So maybe we can do that.
All right. So, just a quick test if what
Yeah.
we did in the previous one with Joey works, but for a channel instead of a private.
Yeah, it's another script. So we have
Yeah.
the other examples
Mm-hmm.
where you can create a private chat,
Mhm.
which you did with Joey. Now you can create a team
Right.
and a channel and then fetch them. So data miner knows the IDs,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're gonna need those IDs to
Do the
forward
actual-
the notification to.
Cool. Okay.
So yeah, I already have a team and a channel.
All right. So we've done that.
Yeah.
If you haven't,
Then
do that now.
Then
We'll pause here. Eh? No, okay, I'm kidding. We keep going, keep going. So we do that,
Yeah.
create
then
the channel, fetch it,
Yeah.
you get
Fetch
the identifiers.
Yeah, and the same with the team. So first the team and then the channels.
Okay.
And then you can send a channel notification.
Uh-huh.
Gonna use this one, for example. Execute it. And then you have to select your ID.
And they'll be in there then and then drop down.
Yeah.
If you've done the other. Yeah.
I have to look for mine.
Okay. So I'm gonna guess for the user it's gonna be a smaller,
Yeah,
Probably. unless they're already massively using it, of course. Then I mean, take a screenshot of how big that list is, and
Yeah, it also depends on how much you use Teams, of course.
Okay,
Because it's
of
not
course.
only the chat integration
all right.
stuff pops up. So now I'm gonna go to my team
Mm-hmm.
and I receive my message. So
All right. So
I
you already
know that this is working
yeah.
in the channel instead of in a private
So
chat.
you executed that script. You selected the right identifiers from the dropdown.
Yeah.
If you try that and there's no dropdown, that probably means you need to execute those other scripts.
Yeah.
Yes. If you get that, you can send a message, and that's pretty much step one.
Yeah.
Already cool.
So we know everything else is working, and now
Mhm.
we can go to the real business. So last time with Joey, you created a correlation rule
Yes.
to trigger on an alarm,
Mm-hmm.
and that would send a notification in a chat. We're gonna change that to a channel now with this other script.
Okay.
And close this. Correlation.
Okay. So still within the correlation rule, but adjusting the script probably then to use the one for channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of my rule is gone, so I just gonna create a new one.
Okay.
You should do.
All right. We appear to be having some technical difficulties.
Yes.
We're back. Okay. we got everything working again. We just had to restart a few things. We're good to go. So yeah, Joey used the correlation rule. So we're just gonna adjust that correlation rule then now to use the
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna go in the correlation rules settings, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I already have it adjusted, but I'm gonna go over it quickly. So I just renamed it to send a notification in a channel instead of a
Right.
chat. Joey had it on a service.
Indeed.
I have it on an element.
Oh, it's fine. Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Then you have the condition. I selected some severities on what to trigger. And then here you have the script to execute when it happens. So here you have to change it to the new script to take ownership of an alarm.
Yes, the one that we changed with the IDs and stuff. Okay.
Then here you select your IDs again, the team ID and a channel ID. And then you save it. Close it.
Okay.
I also check it, this box to execute it when the alarm clears. So you just get another notification that tells you that.
When the
Yeah.
correlation rule detects clearing, it'll do. Okay.
And then you can see it nicely in Teams.
Okay. Cool.
Then you save it. And from then, just like with Joey, you trigger an alarm
And it should
and it
execute
should pop
that
up in the
channel.
in the channel now instead.
Okay.
I'm scroll down here. It's all nicely explained.
Yeah. So this example is also, it's a little bit easier when you're working with multiple people, because then you have a channel.
Yeah.
Everyone is looking at that channel. So if there's a critical alert or something, put it on the channel.
Yeah.
And someone can take ownership and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
And you can see if someone did that, or
Cool.
you can discuss it.
Yes.
So in Teams, like it was already on. So you see here, I received a notification, new alarm.
Yes.
Then it dropped from critical, etc.
Yes. So we had a minor and then back to normal.
Yeah.
Cool.
So now it's a nice adaptive card instead of a message, and it has some buttons. Some buttons you can create customly, so it executes a custom command.
Okay.
It's just like another automation script, and you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
It can have inputs. You can predefine those inputs.
Okay.
Everything, and there also are some buttons that are easy to add that don't require an automation script. That's just the
Built-in.
default built-in
Oh,
stuff
cool.
from the bot, like show an element, show computer, show the alarms of this element.
Right,
Those
right.
buttons already existed, so you can just reuse them easily.
Right. Okay, and those buttons, if I get it right, will execute an automation script on that agent.
The custom ones.
The custom ones.
Yeah. So I'm gonna quickly show in the script how it looks before I'm gonna use them.
Mm-hmm.
So in the examples, so this is a chat integration,
Okay.
and ask him. You can here see that we get some information of the alarm,
Mm-hmm.
and then we put it as facts in the list in the adaptive card. So that's
Okay.
all those data that you could see.
That's actually creating that card
Yeah.
that we saw on Teams.
And
So you can completely customize that, and
everything is customized.
that's cool.
And then you have here the actions. Those are the buttons. So we have a list of actions,
Yes.
and the first one is a custom command. So in our chat integration helper nugget,
Yes.
we added some methods so you can easily create them.
All right. Okay.
So yeah, it's just the name of the button, some IDs again,
Yeah.
and then the inputs for the custom command.
Okay.
We predefine them here, so when I click the button, they will be filled in
With that hard-coded.
with those IDs and information.
Mm-hmm.
If you wouldn't do that, then Teams will prompt you to fill it in.
All right. So there is a fallback mechanism if you don't do
it
it.
will just.
I
ask
love
you.
that. That's nice.
And then the other buttons like
Mhm.
get element, we have some methods provided here, so you can easily add them. You just
Those
fill in
are
the IDs, the name of the button, and
Pre-created.
that will work out of the box.
You've got that in your library, and you can reuse and just out of the box.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Cool.
So here we have the take ownership of an alarm.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of the script that you're gonna find here. The other one that we added. And
Yes.
this again does some stuff, takes ownership, and also answers with an adaptive card. So let's just try it out.
Okay. So technically, if we click that button, it should take, if there is an alert, because this one normalized it. So what will happen there if you take ownership, but there's no longer an alarm?
It depends on what you define in your script.
Ah, okay.
So I'm just gonna do it.
Okay.
So a script is always asking in private, in your private chat,
Okay.
to fill in the information, but we already predefined it
So you can
in the
just...
script. So that's the predefined
okay.
IDs. So we're just gonna click run, and then it executes the custom command.
Okay, interesting. So in the channel, when you click the button, it'll forward you to your private chat where you can then
Yeah.
fill in your parameters.
Yeah.
And then from there you can do the final run, which means that your channel doesn't get spammed full of.
Yes. Yeah.
That is very clever. That's really nice.
So we can already see here, and good luck resolving that alarm.
Okay.
That's something that we put in the custom command to
Okay.
send also another private.
It's the
channels.
default one, eh? Everyone.
Yeah, everyone.
Everyone. Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in the channel, then you can see that I executed this custom command. It
Right.
succeeded, and it again has some output.
That's in the
information.
channel, so everyone sees that.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the output of the custom command,
Right. Right.
which is also customly defined.
Okay. So
But
you.
in this example, yeah, you're gonna have the same.
Okay. So you could keep going there. You could
Yeah.
reply with a custom.
Yeah.
Have more buttons, and you pretty
Yeah.
much have like a whole wizard, as it
Yeah.
were.
You can create user flows.
That's pretty flexible. Huh?
Yeah. And also just to show the default buttons that will work out of the box. This is not with an automation script. It's just the bot reply.
Okay, so that's just built into the bot itself.
Yeah. And there's also a little bug in Teams that you have to switch from channel to
Ah, okay.
if it's sending multiple messages.
Not much you can do on that.
No. So yeah, it's just showing the element. It has alarms. So this alarm button that the bot is replying is the same one as we defined ourselves in this
Oh,
custom
okay.
command.
Right.
So it will be exactly the same output.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, should we make them take a screenshot of that, or do you have more prepared for us? Anything more advanced you wanna?
That's about it in the kata for now.
Yeah?
And yeah, you can do a lot of things with this.
You suddenly have my neurons firing, and there's a lot of ideas I'm getting just from watching this and seeing you do it. So I'm pretty sure everyone following along, actually doing it, already has a bunch of ideas as well. Let's let them, I guess, take a screenshot of the channel where
where you took ownership of an alarm.
Yeah, where you took ownership of an alarm. So yeah, take screenshots of that, fill it in the usual places, and we'll get you your amazing DevOps points. If you are watching from YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you are always aware of the new videos on Friday. And other than that, thank you very much for making some time for showing us this.
Sure.
It was really amazing. Everyone watching, have a nice one, and we'll catch you later.